My name is Miss Cox. I'm a student teacher at Iowa State University. What are your guys' names?
I'm Molly.
Nice to meet you all. I have a question. Who's ever been in a car and you've gotten lost or the driver had to pull out a map to look at it?
Oh, me.
So did I. Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to talk about the importance of having a map in the car and being able to read it and know what you're doing. Does anybody know what this is a map of? Iowa. And this right here is Ames, and that's where we are right now, and where you guys live. And
I live in Huxley.
that is cool. That's right. We're in the same area. Okay, a map is a representation of an area of the land, and it is really important to know how to use a map if you're ever lost. And along with the map, you'll have something that's called a key.
Hi,
And
my
the
name
key
is Mrs. S.
represents
Let's go around the
locations that are on the map. So on this key, you have symbols
Nice to
of
meet you all.
Iowa, Interstate
Today I thought
80,
it'd
and
be
the
fun to
capital.
talk
Does
about
anybody
time.
know what the capital
Now, I haven't been in your guys' classroom this year, so can you tell me things that you know about time? And we'll write it down on my board
The
that we
city
have
is
marked
Des
as
Moines.
what we already know.
So you see the star
Any ideas?
on the
Chelsea?
key that matches up with the capital.
Okay.
You can also find it on your map, and that's right there.
Yeah.
And that means that right in that location is where the capital is.
Each
and
number
it's in
is
Des
5
Moines,
minutes.
which is about an hour away from here. And so also on your key, you have the Interstate 80 symbol.
Carly?
That's the blue and red symbol. And you can also find that on your map right here.
Any other
And that means
ideas?
that this long road that goes straight across
No.
the Iowa map is Interstate 80.
Alrighty. These are all really good ideas. So, what
Now
we
we're
have
going to
is
all
the
practice
clock
using a
has
map
hands.
together.
Each
Have
number
your
is
map
5
and
minutes,
key
each
straight.
shorthand is the hour. Alrighty. So, now that we
Can
talked
anybody
about
tell me
you
what
guys
your
know,
map
I
is
want to
of
tell you guys
right in
what
front
I
of you?
know about telling time.
Ames.
So, for telling time,
Ames.
this is an
I
analog
see the
clock.
squares on
With the
it.
analog clock, we have an hour hand, like Carly was saying, the short hand
I want
is the
everybody
hour,
to look
and
at
we
your
have a
map
long
and
hand
your key
that is a
for
minute.
about 20 seconds
Then,
and
once
just
we
study it
tell
and
a
try to
time, so
find
for example,
all the symbols
this
that are
is
on your key
2:30 because
also
the minute
on your
hand is
map.
pointing at the 6 and the hour hand is pointing towards the 2. If the minute hand is pointing at the 12
I found it.
and the hour hand is pointing at the 4, that would be 4 o'clock. Then we would say it is 4 o'clock, or we would say
Alright,
it is
now that everyone's
4:30
getting used
if
to your
the minute
maps,
hand is at the 6.
we're going to try to
Do we
find
have any
all the
questions on
locations
this?
together. So can you try to find the
No
hospital
questions?
symbol on your key? And point to it
Alrighty,
on
so
your
let's
key.
just kind of go through a couple of your keys here.
Right. And now you're going to find it on your map. So do
Does
you know what that
anyone
means
know what time
when
the
that
clock
symbol's
would
on the
say
map?
here?
A house?
Yeah.
That means that there's a
5
hospital
o'clock.
in that
Awesome,
location.
Great job.
So the hospital
Then
in
if it was,
Ames,
if the hour
is
hand is pointing
Mary
at the 6,
Greeley.
what time would it be?
so that's where you'd go if you ever had an accident.
6 o'clock. Good
Now,
job. So we
can you
again,
tell me
the
where-
long hand is
Show
the
me
minute
where
hand,
the
and
star
the
of
short
Iowa State
hand
University
is
is
the
on your
hour
key.
hand.
What is me?
Okay. Now we have some flashcards that I thought
Now
we
you
could
find
go
it on
over
your map.
together. So I'm gonna hold up
Perfect.
the
Has anybody
flashcard
ever been
and we
to
can
Iowa
raise
State
our hands
University?
if you know the answer. Can everyone see this? Okay. So does anyone have any ideas of where we can start with this?
Perfect. Okay, now,
Yeah.
if you were to pick out where the airport was on your key, what would the
11:30.
symbol
How do
be?
you know
if
it's
had to guess?
11:30?
Because the shorthand is pointing to the 11.
So can you guys all find the airplane on your map?
Awesome. Good
Has
job.
anybody ever been in an airplane anywhere?
How about this one?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Any ideas?
Fun. Did you go to-
Carly? That's right. How do you know that?
Okay, the last one is gonna be Highway 30. That can be a little difficult one because you don't
Right. So
know
the
what the
minute
highway
hand,
symbol
our
is,
long
but
hand
on
is
your
pointed at the
key,
12, and
look
our
for the
short
number
hour hand
30
is pointed at the 3.
symbol, and now you can try to find that on your
Okay,
map.
let's do one more together, and then you
Yours
guys can
pretty
work on
fast.
it individually, and
Can
I'll
you
be
find
here for
30?
help, okay?
Here.
Good,
So, do we have any ideas for this
So
one?
why is there 3 of them? Why are
because
there
that
so many?
means that the highway goes all the way
Right. How do we
across
know that?
Ames.
What's this one?
That's a river.
It's a squiggly one.
That means
Great
that that's a
job.
river.
Okay, so why don't Chelsea and
have it.
Carly
It's so fun
take a couple
though.
of the flashcards and
Does it
with
seem
each
to
other,
be-
and then
it's
I'll
not
like
like
Abby,
those?
okay? But I am here
It
to
might.
help you,
You'd
okay?
only know if you went there.
Alrighty, Abby, do you want to quiz me and I can help you?
Okay, now Can I have
So
those
what
back?
time do you think it is?
8.
8?
Hey,
How was
Seven
it?
now.
7, yeah,
This
because the
map,
hour
a new
is
map,
pointing
and a
at
new
the
key.
7.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How about this one?
This map represents a town
8:30.
that has a lot
Why
of
do you
things
think
that
that?
you can do in it.
Because the short.
All sorts of kinds of activities. We're gonna go over what each symbol means on the key. The first one, can anybody
You want
guess
to
what that
ask
is?
me? A cop.
Cop.
Okay.
That's a symbol for the police.
Okay, I think
That's
that's
a symbol
10:30
for the
because
police
hour is
station
pointing
in
to
this
the
town.
10, the shorthand,
And the next one is an apple.
longhand
Does
is
anybody
pointing
know what
to
the
the
apple
6.
might represent?
Food. Restaurant.
Yes.
It actually represents the high school
And that one
because
would be
students
11:30.
give their teachers apples
Because the
sometimes.
shorthand is at the 11.
What
and
about the
long
next one is a
minute hand
book?
towards the 6.
Does anybody know what the book might
Alright, do we have
represent?
any questions about this?
The library.
No? Did
The
you guys
library,
have?
that's right. And so
Did you
there's
guys
a lot
go
of
through
books there and then you can go
Alright.
read and
So
check
let's
out.
just finish up and
And
we'll
the
go
next
through them
one
all
is
as
a
a group
tree.
now, okay?
Do you have any guesses
What do
what
we
the
think
tree
for
might
this?
represent?
A forest.
A forest, and that's where the
Yeah,
park
I agree.
is. So you can go and have
How about this
picnics and play on the playground and everything there. And the last one is a bus. So that's where the bus station is. So if you ever had to go somewhere in town,
Like Cyrag?
just like Cyrag, you can hop on the bus and go wherever you wanted in this town.
Good job, Grace.
Alright, and so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna have each of you individually trace with your finger a route between two of the locations.
What's a route?
That's what I was just gonna ask. Do you know what
So
that
as
is?
we've been saying, if the long minute hand is pointing for the 12, we
It is
say
a way that a
o'clock
person
because
can get
that's
from
at the
one
top of an
location to
hour.
another.
Then,
So if I wanted to
the
get
long
from the
minute
library
hand is
to
done
the
at 6, we
city,
say
for the city
12:30.
high school, I would take the route on the road. But when you trace with your fingers, I don't want you to
Alrighty, so
go
now
through
we're gonna
any of
do
the buildings.
an
I only
individual
want you to go on the
practice.
streets.
which
Can
I'm
you show
gonna,
me where the
I need
streets, what the
these fun
streets are
little
with your
toilet
fingers?
paper watches for you guys.
Good.
So now you guys are going
So each one of you, I'm gonna
take
do
the
one
clock,
at a time.
Put it on your, or take the watch, put it
Could
on
you
your wrist
please
like this,
trace
and
how
tell,
you
read
get from the
aloud what
library
time you
to
think
the bus
this is,
station?
okay?
Yeah, I go on
Here's
this
one
one,
for you.
and then I turn, and then I go to the
you.
bus station.
And here's
Perfect.
one for you, okay?
Nicole, could you trace how to get from the police
Alrighty.
station to the high school?
Carly, sure, will you tell the class what time your watch says?
Mine says 9 o'clock.
The 9 o'clock, why do you
Perfect.
think
Why
that?
would you choose to go that way?
The shorthand.
Well, 'cause I wanted to see the fire station
hour
on the way.
That was a great reason. I like the fire station
Awesome,
too.
great job.
You
Carly,
guys
what
both
is
did
time
a
did
really
you say?
awesome job. Can anybody tell me what we
Okay,
went over
and
and
why
what we
is
learned
that?
today?
Because the shorthand's pointing to the two.
There's a skunk river that goes like
Alright,
this.
and remind me again what the long hand is?
A minute and
And
then
how to get
Awesome,
to
great job.
school.
Abby?
The route
mine says
gets you to
7:30.
places.
Because the shorthand's pointing to the
Can anybody
7,
tell me what is important
represent
about
the
having a
hour,
map
and the 6
when you go places and knowing how to read one with a
Longhand's
key?
pointing to the 6.
So you don't get lost.
Good. So we went over
Guys.
places on Iowa,
Alrighty.
the interstate, and where the capital is. Does
Well,
anybody
thank you
remember
so
where the
much for
capital of
letting me
Iowa
come
is?
and
The
do that with
castle.
you guys.
The
If you guys
castle.
would like,
And
you
it's in
can
Des
now
Moines.
decorate your watch
Then
with
we
the
went
markers I
over
have provided.
Places in Ames. Nicole, can you point to the airport?
That,
Here.
Good. Molly, can you point to the hospital?
alrighty.
Here.
Good job.
Great job.
That is
So,
What we
as you guys are
learned
kind
today,
of
does
decorating,
anybody
let's
have any
go
questions?
over what we already know
What's right
and
here?
add
The
any
buildings.
new information
yeah.
that
Those
we
are
would
different
like.
buildings
Does
that are
anyone
in
have
this
any
town
ideas?
that you could go to.
Is this Ames?
Chelsea?
This is not Ames. This is a
They already
fictional
have the
town.
shorthand,
It's not
so
real.
it's
It's just a map.
The long
Fiction
hand?
means it's not
Alrighty,
real.
what do you
This
wanna
is
say
just a
about the
map
long
that you
hand?
could go over examples with.
You said you could see.
The long hand is the minute
Thank you.
hand.
Thank you
I
for
like your necklace.
Thank you. Thanks for letting me come teach you today.
Thanks for being our teacher.
Anything else?